ultimately important for you to look at your goals, truly what you want to do in your life, and then look at the people who you spend the most time with in your life and figure out if that lines up.
All right, what's happening, guys? Good morning to you all. It is Thursday, April 30th. Today's a big day for a variety of reasons, but the most important is that today marks the 1/3, 33% through 2020 is officially today. So today would be a great time to evaluate what you've got going on this year, figuring out exactly how things have gone for you, how they could be better, what behaviors you have improved on this year, like what actual disciplines are getting better for you, and make a list of those that you want to continue to work on and expand and evolve. And man, it's just a great time to take inventory at these kind of markers. Like, so for me, it's usually right now, so kind of 1/3 through the year, give or take a few days. Like, you know, the end of this week is always good. But, you know, the other time that I always take inventory because of the business that I'm in is July 4th. It's, you know, it's kind of the middle of the year. It's the time when everybody, you know, starts to take a break. But today marks the 1/3 mark. So I want you guys to just take inventory of what you got going on, and make sure that you're on the right track. So what's happening, Dave? Mike Rosgoni, good morning, brother. Jared, Kyle, Sally, good morning, my dear. I haven't seen you on here in a long time. So thank you and welcome. Mark, what's happening, man? Justin Myers, my brother, what's going on? Eli, good morning. Tammy, Trudy, what's going on, guys? Trying to see if there's anybody else. Rachel, good morning. Donnie, good morning. Tammy, good morning. So we're going to talk about the pursuit of peace this morning. I think that, you know, the pursuit of peace, or the concept of peace, is such an important part of life. And I think that in today's world, it is just way too fast. We move way too fast, and peace is not something that a lot of people pursue. And so I want you guys to understand something and really think about something this morning, that being at peace is one of the most powerful things that a human being can experience. And so that means being at peace with yourself, being at peace with the things around you. And, you know, too often we're just bouncing around from one thing to another. And we never really fully experience that concept of peace. And it's difficult, right? In today's world, it's very difficult to achieve that because there's always people trying to pull that peace away from us, right? They're trying to make life hectic. They're trying to throw challenges in front of us. And so one of the things that I wrote down this morning when I was thinking about this topic, good morning, Patricia, was that peace, like true peace, is when you are consistently taking actions that align with your purpose. And, you know, I've been fortunate over the last few years here that I've been able to bring some people into my life and bring some friends in, bring some mentors in, bring some business colleagues in that really have a high level of peace, that have a high level of perspective. I think that peace drives perspective, right? It allows you to see things much clearer. And so, again, I'll say it again, peace is when you are consistently taking actions that genuinely align with your purpose. So, you know, the first thing you have to figure out is, what is your purpose? Truly, what is your purpose? Because I think that a lot of people, what's happening, Jeff Nelson and Keith Calloway, good morning, guys. Thank you for joining. Both of those guys are on the West Coast, man. Always blows my mind that these guys are on here every morning at 4:30, 4:45 in this case this morning. But man, just so grateful to have both you guys in my life and both you guys on here watching. So what's happening, Chris, Leonard? Good morning. But I think that far too often, you know, when people are thinking about peace, that they believe that peace will come, you know, when they have something, or when they have a big bank account, or when they get the house that they want, or, they're able to do this, that their relationship will get better. And so, having peace, guys, comes from, the things that you do in your life. It comes with aligning with your purpose. It comes with, working on yourself and really understanding yourself. And, one of the things that I want to make sure that I get across this morning is that, peace and happiness go hand in hand, right? You cannot be fully happy unless you have some peace in your life. And the higher level of peace that you have, the higher level of happiness you'll be able to experience. But I think that people associate a lot of happiness in today's world with acquiring things. And I am a big believer in, having things and the pursuit of doing, going on vacations and having things and, whatever it is that you want in your life. I'm a big believer in that. And I believe that's a driver that allows people to become successful. It's those things that we pursue. But I don't believe that you will ever achieve those things and you will ever have those things if you don't first have a genuine fulfillment in your life, a genuine peace in your heart, and that peace allows you to have a higher level of happiness. There is no amount of stuff in this world or money in this world that will bring you peace. I've met a lot of people over the years that have had enormous financial success that would trade places with other people who had nothing just to have the level of fulfillment that those people experience. And I think that, peace and happiness, I'm just going to say it over and over again this morning. Peace and happiness is an inside job, guys. It is not going to come from things. And the reason that that is the case is that people matter and things don't. And so when you don't have harmony in your relationships, when you don't have alignment in your life with relationships and other people and the people you work with and the people that you live with or the people in your family, there's always some piece missing. And I mean P-E-A-C-E, not the other one. There's always some piece missing when you don't have harmony with those people in your life. And so often in life, we go from one problem to the next problem, and we don't really take the time to go back there and just get some peace and get some alignment. And going back to yesterday's topic, show some grace to some folks so that we can have some peace, right? And I'll say what I just said again. People matter and things don't. And this time I want to add to that also includes you. You matter. And the peace that you have with yourself matters. And all of this stuff, the pursuit of peace leads you to the pursuit of happiness. And the pursuit of happiness will lead you to the pursuit of success. Because without all of those pieces, you will always just be what they refer to in today's world as grinding. You will always just be out there working hard, and you will never fully experience the joys of life. You will never fully get that feeling, that overwhelming feeling. I want you guys to think about this for a minute. When you have done something great in your life, and I will compare this to my industry because it's an easy comparison for me, and there's a lot of people on here that are in my industry. So, when you land that massive job and you go out there and all of the planning and all of the execution goes into doing that job, you have plenty of challenges along the way, that kind of get in your way and make that job more difficult. But when you get to the end and you're standing there, and hopefully this has happened to you guys, you're standing there and you're looking at what you just completed. And there's this feeling that comes over you. This is what drives me in the world of construction. That feeling of accomplishment, that feeling of looking at something and knowing what you just did, what your team just did, what you guys all went through to get something done. There is an emotion that comes from that, and there is a peace that comes from that, knowing that you did something pretty incredible, right? And that feeling, guys, only comes when you are in tune with yourself. Because for a lot of people, they don't ever get to experience that feeling. And they don't get to experience the feeling not because they didn't accomplish something, but because they don't have that alignment of peace that gives them the happiness that they can actually take a minute to appreciate that. And that level of peace is what I want for as many people in this world as we can give it to, right? And right now, there's a lot of chaos. And there's a lot of people out there that are struggling to find peace with the situation, maybe peace with their new, what we call the new normal, which I hate those words, but I don't know how else to describe it to you. The new normal that they are going to live in going forward here, because maybe their company is struggling. Maybe their job is no longer there, and they are struggling to find a peace within themselves. And what I will tell you is this: there is no job, there is no amount of money, there is no larger paycheck, there is no bigger house, nicer car that will give you peace or that will give you happiness. I got a lot of stuff. None of that stuff means anything to me if I don't have the people in my life that matter. If I don't have peace with people and harmony. This is a word that I heard the other night during my coaching program, harmony, and I've used it twice this morning. But think about that. You know, do you have some harmony in your life, both with yourself, with other people? What does it mean to you to have that? What does it mean to have peace? What does it look like? Think about it and spend some time today trying to figure that out, because as you go through the rest of this year, and whether this year will be challenging for you, whether it will be something that you thrive as a result of, having peace in your life, guys, is the greatest gift that you can give yourself. And there are always going to be times, by the way, where that peace is taken away. It happens to me fairly frequently where I don't have that level of peace. But what I've trained myself to do is to be able to get back to that peace. And to be honest, I get that feeling, that peaceful feeling back generally by helping other people, by getting outside of myself and getting back to what my values are and my purpose is to help other people, to achieve success for myself by helping others, by aligning a company that helps each other, by, I don't do what I do on my own. I do it through collaborating with other people, working with other people. And so my purpose that I try to align to is that's what brings me peace. It is to help other people. So I want you guys to think about that today. Think about what it is that brings you peace in your life, and get that on a piece of paper and get that to a point where you really want to pursue peace every single day. And I think that if you start pursuing peace, that you will find the happiness that you were always looking for, that we're always consistently looking for. We're always in that pursuit, right? And that happiness will bring you genuine success. Success, not by the normal definition in this world. It will bring you monetary success too, but it will bring you fulfillment. It will bring you a better perspective where you can lead and manage your people if you're a business owner, or lead and manage yourself if you're an individual contributor in your business. But it's an incredible thing to achieve that. And so I hope that this gave you a little bit of perspective this morning on what that looks like. And I hope that you guys will take the time today to think through this and actually align yourself with the idea of being in the pursuit of peace. That's all I got this morning, guys. What's happening? Chris Filippelli, Dina, good morning. Carrie Ann, Dayton, what's happening, guys? Hal? Yeah, man, I was running late this morning, man. Variety of reasons, but you don't want to hear my excuses. So at any rate, I appreciate you guys being here. Wishing you an unbelievable Thursday. It's 1/3 through 2020. Better get after it, guys. The time doesn't come back. So put the pedal to the floor and figure it all out and make 2021 to remember, guys. I appreciate you guys being here this morning. I'll see you tomorrow morning, same place, same time, right here on Morning Perspective. Love you guys.